This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey guys, we have some exciting news. First off, I want to celebrate the holidays with you in New York City at Bowery Ballroom on December 5th. It's going to be me and lots of amazing guests to celebrate the release of my album, to ring in the holiday season. Tickets are going fast, but there's still a bunch of tickets available. So please go to Catherine-Cohen.com to get tickets to my show.
We're excited.
Guys!
Oh, I thought I have a name for this.
Okay.
It's the Seek Treatment East Coast Activation.
I'm obsessed. I'm going to have to put that on
And
the
then we'll
poster.
have a WCA, later.
West Coast Activation. Okay.
So we have an ECA happening.
There is an... Hi, 30 listeners. There is an ECA happening. That's right. The Seek Treatment East Coast Activation is coming to a venue near you.
We're so excited.
We've never done this. We're doing a mini East Coast tour.
Yeah. And so these are the dates. Write them down. And we know there's 30 of you, so you probably live, all over the country. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Jan 9. Mm-hmm. Washington, D.C. on Jan 10. Okay. Mm-hmm. My new thing. Boston, Massachusetts, Jan 11. Mm-hmm. New York City, the town that made us famous, on Jan 12.
That's right. We are touring our amazing live show. It will be the same each night. No,
yeah.
It will be completely different.
It's a scripted show. It's a scripted 5-act play. Okay. Immersive.
In which we fumble scrambled eggs. If you know, you know. No, it's a completely different live East Coast activation. We're going to need audience members to come up, and we're going to be giving live treatment. We're going to be dispersing treatment on the fly. Philly, DC, Boston, New York in January. Tickets are now on sale.
Get activated.
And the way to access the tickets right now is Catherine-Cohen.com.
And I'm going to share my story. I'm going to put them in my link tree.
Okay,
and I think the slogan of the activation is get activated.
No, enough sitting around. Get activated.
Yeah.
Get activated this January.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get activated this January on the East Coast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Hey. It's Kat.
It's Pat.
And this is Seek Treatment, a podcast about boys, sex, fucking, dating. We're in a fight.
Well, we have to get to it. Stop it. Catherine told me, I could tell as you were saying, I was like, this isn't going to go because I'm groggy. And I could tell I'm just I'm not in the place to receive it.
I was trying to run. I want to do. Well, first of all, now we have a president who's a rapist. So shout out.
Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to be flippant about it, but
yeah.
This is our first solo ep since the election. Our president is a convicted felon, rapist, racist, misogynist, transphobic person, all the hits.
Yes.
Xenophobe, thank you. I'm mocks disabled people, mocks everyone, every marginalized group he has come for in the most disgusting way. I feel like I'm not shocked, less shocked.
I know. I wasn't surprised, but I was.
It's still fucking. It still hurts like crazy.
I'm still in this weird rut.
It's just 2016. I was in such a bubble. I was like, this is so shocking. Now I'm like, this isn't gonna go well.
I was on so much drugs on 2016.
You were on a lot of drugs.
Day.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy because I met you so soon after.
I got sober 3 weeks later. It was the most drugs I was on was that month because you're always on the most drugs you're on right before you get sober. Because you realize you did too many drugs.
Totally. Well, actually, I was just listening to the amazing podcast with Anne Lamott.
Oh, really?
I love her so much.
I don't know her.
You would Bird by Bird, that book.
But we have to get into it only because I could...
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say, to say, everyone out there, I'm sure you're hurting. Please rest, take care of yourselves, and know that, there's millions of people who stand with you and will support you, and that includes us in the 30s. So
yes.
We love you.
Yes, we love you, and we're sorry.
We're sorry.
It's a weird mood.
It's such a weird mood. First of all, we're giggling because we got in a fight before this.
We got in a fight before this, but it's a specific kind of fight that I think happens betwixt comedians. But I could tell, I'm just groggy, out of it still, and I could tell and I
have a crook in my neck again, and I'm dressed like a flight attendant, mind you.
Catherine was running a joke at me.
You looked me in the eyes and said, "You're not funny." That's what you did before we locked up.
I'm I don't know.
You said, "It's so sorry. It's so sad that you aren't funny, but you're trying to be a comedian."
No. I feel also I'm not funny lately, so I'm like,
oh no, the reason I brought it up was because I was I'm desperately trying to get curious with my creativity.
Yeah.
And it hasn't, because I haven't had a really a substantial idea I'm excited about in like a couple years because I've been doing the same show
But
for
you've
years.
produced 2 one-hour comedy specials.
Thank you so much. I have to remember that. Well, I also have to be nicer to myself, which is really, really hard for me.
Yeah, I've decided that no matter what, I must return to myself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, this Anne Lamott podcast I was listening to, she was like, one of her like sort of memeier, clickbaitier quotes that gets passed around the internet is like, if something's not working, to fix anything, unplug it, including yourself.
Oh,
And
interesting.
she talks about like, and what does that look like, unplugging yourself? She's like, you like sit down, you like take a deep breath, you like hang your head, maybe you cry.
Yeah.
You just like remember like, is it
Yeah.
distracting that I'm wearing a blazer?
No.
'Cause I came here to work.
Yeah. So I know. I think that I'm like, this is it. It's like I've been over socializing to the point where it's like when I was my most creative, when I used to be funny, I never went anywhere or did anything. And all this stuff of like, you have to go to museums to get ideas. It's like you actually don't, and you have to like sit alone in your apartment.
You have to face the demons.
And like
The music.
to that, I've decided I'm being basically celibate moving forward.
Interesting.
Except anyone I'm already having sex with is grandfathered in. But I'm not chasing anyone new.
No chasing. You're just attracting. Grandfathered into fucking you.
I'm just like staying home more.
What did Anne Lamott say this morning? I was tuning in.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I avoid listening to podcasts that I know will make me feel better and listen to things that make me feel worse. And someone told me that is something. Sorry, someone told me it's something called
Wait,
like
say this again?
similar to like not going to the gym, but like I get so much like I draw so much strength from listening to like an interview with someone like Anne Lamott who gives great advice. But instead, I'll put on some trash podcast to like fill my brain with, as my friend Haley recently said, packing peanuts.
Yeah.
So that I'm not allowed to think or have ideas
Totally.
or feel. But
it would be a funny tweet to say if you tweeted, I draw so much strength from listening to podcasts. That strikes
I
me as
do.
funny. Yeah.
not this one.
Of course.
Well, first of all, I haven't listened to this since 1963.
Yeah.
Year my mom was born. But when my mom was born, the egg
You listen to this podcast.
the egg that was inside of her had this podcast inside of it.
And it was today's episode.
And it was today's episode.
Because everything is happening all at once.
Everything is always and forever.
That's what that movie's happening.
Someone
That's
taught
what that
me
movie's
about
about.
something. Sorry, a listener of the pod told me what this is called, and I've had, you know when you open a tab and you're like, okay, good, I'll save that to read later, but I obviously won't be reading it. Universal experience, of course.
The amount of tabs I have open.
Oh, there's my
like,
clothes in here.
There's
Bad
not
luck,
a.
bad luck to put your purse on the floor.
Is it?
Bad luck for your finances.
Richelle?
Yeah.
So much bad
Michelle
luck.
Collins won't let me do that. If we're at a restaurant, she goes, no, we'll get a chair. We'll pull it. We're not going to put that on the floor.
So she knows how to live.
I know.
We have to have her on.
I know. Well, we're all ships of the night.
I know, especially her.
I mean, it's a miracle that we're here
Yeah.
at all. That the egg that was inside of my mom when she was born created this podcast.
Though I'm not quite a ship in the night. You two are ships in the night, and you both. And I'm a
You're
rock.
an anchor.
I'm a rock that you both sometimes approach.
We float. It's so fun when you're in New York.
I know. I'm sure I'll be in New York in December at some point. I just don't know when. I don't know what my journey is.
Wait, I'm looking up what this thing is called because a listener very thoughtfully sent it to me, and I am researching it. And it's called Acrasia. Acrasia. Akrasia. Basically, it's like, okay, it's a Greek word. Hold on. It's a Greek word that refers to the tendency to act against one's better judgment or to lack the mental strength or willpower to do what's best.
I literally have that house down boots, I would say.
Yeah, house down boots. I'm possessing that.
Yeah. A doctor says, so
I'm
you have a
possessed by that.
So you actually have Acrasia, and it's actually a house down boots level. We're at stage house. I have stage house down boots Acrasia.
The CT scan has revealed it's a house down boots
It's
situation.
quite an aggressive
form
case
of Acrasia.
of Acrasia.
Acrasia? What sounds less stupid?
Acrasia.
I don't care. I'm trying not to lead with fear.
I know.
I'm trying to lead with love.
You said that the other day. When did you say that?
Yeah, because I feel like I've been leading with fear for the past 32 years.
Yes. What did I say that led you to say I was leading with fear again?
We were just talking about like caring so much what people think about us and
Oh,
getting
that's
all
right.
getting all our validation from the outside, and the calls coming from inside the home,
house, and that's
the
why
abode.
I must
The calls coming
return.
from inside the abode
That's why I must return to myself, and that's why I must be celibate, except for anyone I'm already having sex with.
because they
Or
have been grandfathered.
They did, and I can't. They have squatters' rights.
Speaking of, I just renewed my lease.
I thought you were thinking of moving to Brooklyn rather soon.
I know. I think it's more of a like.
Why? It's like moving as hell.
Well, it happened a few years ago. I like went on, looked at all these apartments, and then you'd come home to your apartment. And you're like, why would I ever leave this apartment?
You should never leave your
The
apartment.
issue about my apartment is that it's the perfect location and the wrong size.
But it's for that location, it's a great size.
But for 2 people.
I know.
And 2 people who don't have jobs and don't go to the office.
But straight people.
Sorry, we have jobs, and I love my job, but we don't have a third. We don't experience a third space, so we're always working from home.
But what I'll say is straight people, and I don't count you and Brian in this. Like,
no, we're definitely queer coded.
Straight people that are the kind of straight people that like live in like Murray Hill or wherever, and like go to like bankofamerica.com corporate offices to work. Like they live in those size places, and they pay about $7,000 a month, and they love their lives. Lucky. But so I'm saying like people do it. And so for you to live where you live in that size apartment, which is so good for that.
I know, it is a big, I want to say it is there's no kitchen, but it's a big apartment.
I want to say it's the best find in New York.
I agree.
And you know that I've studied all the finds.
I will say the heat doesn't always work.
Oh, does it? But I love to be cold.
I really can't be cold, especially in Trump's America.
Really? What if you had a blanket in Trump's America?
No blanket. I had to get an Arctic blanket for people who climb Mount Everest.
Really?
I have an Arctic sleeping bag for Everest girls.
Just like my mom who can't have drinks with ice in them.
Yeah, but I think it just happens to women as they age. I don't think I used to be like that. I think as women age, their bones wither.
Yeah.
I'm a delicate flower. Uh-huh. But that's okay.
Yeah.
But wait. I keep wanting to come back to saying just like, if you're listening to this and I want to give people strength and laughter.
I know.
I feel like if you're a trans person, if you're a queer person, if you're a person of color, if you're a disabled person, if you're an immigrant, just know that like there are so many people in America who love you and who are going to fight for you.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say. I don't know what else to do.
I know.
I'm helpless.
It is sort of like I don't know what is next. Like I just don't know.
I feel like on one hand, it's like we've done this before, but this time is way worse. So I don't want to make it seem like it's not.
I know.
It's way worse because we knew what was happening and we still agreed to it.
To me, the way worse of it all is like, for one, it's mutated.
Exactly.
Even if
it's gonorrhea that's resistant to antibiotics.
Yes, and even if he'd won in 2020, he didn't have this like mutant task force around him. And I will say I spent a week on Long Island, and it was like, I don't know. I just was around this. I was overhearing conversations, and it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the like.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I saw this interview with this guy in Pennsylvania, and they're like, who do you think's going to win? And he was like, Trump. And they're like, why? And he's like, well, I work in the sign industry. I'm like, oh, that's so crazy. Like, he's like, I make the signs and everyone's buying the Trump signs.
Oh my God.
I work in the sign industry.
That's actually who they should talk to.
Yeah. Instead of all these people who are like, she's going to win Pennsylvania. It's like, no.
I know. I mean, I could get angry at.
It's no one's fault but our own country and the principles we were founded on.
Yeah.
And I mean, being from Texas too, obviously I know a million people who voted for T.
Yeah. Swift.
And I want to say this. I have a text thread with my middle school friends. There's about 60 people. Uh-huh. And I go, I'm going to get local.
Yeah.
I'm going to get local. Send a nice picture with the Harris Waltz hat. Kind of sends a little message to the crew.
Yeah.
Before election day. 3 people liked it.
I was in the gym, and these people that I don't know, but I was just overhearing conversations. The gym, like, in, Suffolk County, Long Island, and it was, like, these 2 guys, like, who both worked in construction, both probably in their 50s, talking about their workers, and, like, and it was just, like, well, if she gets in, we're fucked. And it
What'd
was just,
you say?
if she gets in, we're fucked. And it was just, like, whatever their
media
view
diet.
of the world is, like, they believe that like everything is fucked if she gets in, and it's like, and that's why I did get frustrated. I don't know if I should even say this, but like I was quite frustrated in like July, August, when it was like, these gay guys like doing brat mesh shirts on Fire Island, and it was like, oh, this is helpful, and I was like, I don't know that this is changing construction workers in Reading, Pennsylvania's minds about like,
why do they think it was helpful?
I don't know why they think it was helpful. I would love to have them on. and I think they thought it was helpful to them.
Well, because Charlie said Kamala is brat, and then they were like, this is political.
And
now.
then they were like, and wouldn't it be fun if I was the main character of Kamala on the internet? So why don't I do this? And now, isn't this fun for me? And that's what I believe.
It's a shame that didn't save.
It's a shame.
The nation.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm talking about. I just want to make people laugh and try and bring warmth.
I know.
Anyways, back to our fight.
Yeah. I know. I was supposed to do a show at the Improv, but I didn't do it. And now I'm like, I think I want to do nothing tonight.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I went to We Spa yesterday.
Yeah.
So We Spa, if you don't know, is I had a celeb sighting at We Spa.
Who?
Well, first of all, this is my not.
Did you see the person
This
nude?
is not my first time seeing a celeb at a nude spa. Let me tell you that.
So you're
much.
seeing them completely nude?
I didn't see them completely nude because it was in the changing area.
Yeah.
But if I had seen them, but it really is a space like all bodies are beautiful. Everyone's complete. Men and women are separated.
Yeah.
You go. First of all, it's a really magical experience. You go. You walk in, they give you a special uniform. So you like take off all your clothes, you put on the uniform. It's so funny because it's the shirt says We Spa, and I saw a guy wearing it. I was like, oh, he must work here. I'm like, no, bitch, you're wearing a shirt that says that too. So if you work here, you work here. It's a collective. There's a main floor room that has like 6 different saunas. One where you like roll around on clay balls. One where you lay on like Himalayan salt. Have you both been? You've been. Isn't it heaven?
I wouldn't want to roll around on salt.
You just lay on it. It's like it just heats your butt. It's really good.
Well, they did that on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Great.
They went in salt.
That's awesome.
But then they asked for tea in it, and they were like, you really can't spill because like it will melt all the salt.
Good point.
And they were like, well, be careful. And I was like, maybe just don't have tea for this 1 second.
That's what my mom would let me eat in bed in high school.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, you can't eat in your bed. And I'd be like, please, just this one. She'd be like, don't spill. I was like, I'll be so careful.
Do you have a TV in your room?
I eventually did. And that's how I would jerk off to Howard Stern Sibian episodes.
Oh, my God.
The Entertainment Channel.
He put Sibians on the map.
He would have these, I've talked about this before, but he would have these, I had a TV this, I'm not exaggerating, this big. And it was so electric to have this. The producers are looking at me with abs, they're agog. This big.
Yeah.
And it was so far like I barely see it. It was on my dresser. And he would have these porn stars come on and ride this TV.
I remember that.
They'd be completely blurred, but it was enough to know,
of course. I know.
It was so I would just sit there and I'd be like,
yeah. I have a question. Should I get a Sibian during my year of celibacy? Besides
my year
those,
of rest and Sibianation.
Sibianation, except for those. I'm only having sex with people I'm already actively having sex with, and a Sibian machine.
I'm gonna de-blazer.
Oh wow.
We're gonna deplane.
It is cool that you're in a blazer.
I know. I'm just trying to like enjoy my
And your
clothes.
hair looks very good.
I just blew it the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm
with my Revlon blowout brush, which is the best thing that's happened to me in a long time.
Oh, you could do it yourself?
That's what I'm saying. My blowout, I don't know if we're talking about this publicly, my blowout brush is the best thing that has happened to me in years. It's changed everything.
But that would change everything.
And I even gave one to my mom. She loves it. It's a generational solve.
Is it a new thing?
It's new enough. Yeah, it is new. Like past couple years. This is a Gani blazer. Shout out Gani. Please send me.
I thought you said Gotti.
No.
Like you were wearing a Victoria Gotti.
I like when Gotti. I think you're saying Gotti like GAU.
No, Gotti. Like they went to my high school.
Do you know that Chelsea Fry played her in a movie?
Really? How is Chelsea doing?
She's so good. She's shooting the new whatever this new Office thing is. It's going really well. I'm so happy for her. She's a real genius. Yeah, she's so funny in like such a special way. The way here's some of the best things that have happened to me in the last few years. First of all, I've had amazing things that have happened to me in the last few years, as well as horrible. Shout out to my rape. But by the way, I'm not being flippant. I'm trying to make light.
Yes, I feel like I've accused you of being flippant about it.
I'm trying to also say, because I know there are people who are listening who've been through that, and I'm just being like, we got this.
Yeah.
It's a part. It's barely even a footnote in my story, bitch.
Yeah.
And I will kill you. No, I'm kidding. I'm laughing. I'm allegedly.
I'm allegedly.
Everything I say is allegedly. Allegedly being. Allegedly kitty cat.
That's a good something.
Allegedly Catherine's a good title.
What did I say the other day that you said that could be a good show title again?
Oh, it was recorded, thank God.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah.
It was like what you should call your hour, maybe.
Yeah, or a book. Oh, professional interesting person.
Professionally interesting.
Professionally interesting. Because I was saying that I think it's attractive when someone isn't trying to be professionally interesting.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? This busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods, thank God, makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling.
They're singing Deck the Halls, but it ain't like Christmas at all. I remember when you were near and all the fun we had last year. They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things. Somehow they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know. Here's a few of my favorite gifts that I found on their site.
You know what I love that Uncommon Goods makes?
What?
Well, the thing is, they basically have everything you could ever need. And you know what I think? I think cool women deserve unique gifts. They have like a flower garden in a box. They have slippers. They have hand-carved serving spoons. I mean, there really is everything. And it's so nice, truly, 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 to be able to get like 45 people gifts from the same website because it makes my job so much easier because holidays are so magical. Obviously, we love that special energy,
Yes.
but it can be stressful.
Yes.
When you shop, yes, say that. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season.
They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize, from holiday host and hostess gifts to the coolest finds for kids, to hits for everyone from book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. Not the same old selections you can find just anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, the company, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So yes, they are partnered for the holidays.
To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/seek treatment. That's uncommongoods.com/seek treatment for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Even more than 40 years after the emergence of the HIV pandemic, there hasn't been much discussion of what life beyond a diagnosis looks like. But now that's exactly what Beyond Plus is trying to discover.
What is beyond an HIV diagnosis today? What is beyond the clinic? What is beyond adolescence? What is beyond loss? What is beyond graduation? What takes you beyond this moment? We've had generations growing up with HIV, massive changes in treatment and policy, and shifts in how we talk about HIV around the world.
In Beyond Plus, hear voices and stories of individuals around the world living with or affected by HIV today. Listen to real people impacted by HIV and learn what's beyond the diagnosis for them and what that means for us all. There is a life beyond HIV. Tune into Beyond Plus. That's beyond followed by a plus sign, where you're listening to this podcast.
You guys know famously that during the pandemic, I got knee deep in mushroom culture. It's the only drug I enjoy. It just helps lift my mood. It's beautiful. I've done mushrooms in the park before. It was really cool. And I have been so thrilled to receive my Schedule 35 products because they just help lift my mood a little bit. Microdosing has been an absolute game changer for me. Look at me. The game has been changed. I'm activated. I'm microdosed. And the good news is this episode of Seek Treatment is brought to you by Schedule 35, the trusted partner for all things microdosing. Oh my God. Imagine having a tool that sharpens your focus, clears your mind, and keeps anxiety at bay all day long. I know it might sound like a magic pill that solves all your problems, but that's the magic of microdosing with Schedule 35. Their products are backed by science and dosed to a precise amount, so you get exactly what you need to tackle your toughest days without the hallucinogenic effects. You hear me? Schedule 35 is on a mission to destigmatize and educate on the science and real-world benefits of psilocybin, as well as making it accessible for everyone. Each order ships discreetly and comes with a microdosing regimen that keeps you on track. Ready to have your best day ever? Head over to schedule35.co and use code SEEKTREATMENT for 15% off your order. That's schedule35.co with code SEEKTREATMENT for 15% off. Oh my God, duh. Besides the Revlon blowout brush, another amazing gift has been, even though our show has yet to air, shout out to the industry. Meeting Chelsea has been the greatest joy of my life.
She's special.
I'm about to start my period things. I'm about to cry, but like, we talk about this a lot. Like, there's people on paper who you think you should really vibe with.
Yes.
But when you actually meet someone and there's just like this electric chemistry and it feels like, even though it's platonic, it feels like love. Like,
totally.
you have an obsession with this person. Like, they make everything brighter. That's her.
Do you know that's Lena's favorite thing?
What?
Pieces of art that treat friendship like romance.
I love that. Well, I'm like gonna cry. That's
Yeah.
her show.
I know.
An homage to like
I know.
so good.
I
I feel like
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
okay, I can get you one for free.
Do you think the Coke company liked that?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Major publicity. I would hope you feel comfortable asking me a question.
So say you have a bottle of what I would call single serving Coca-Cola.
Bottle plastic.
Like a plastic bottle. You know the type I'm talking, the kind
I know
you get
well. Body,
the kind you get from machines at Six Flags Great Adventure.
I'll never another one of the best things that happened to me the last few years when we went to Six Flags.
I know.
Great
I
Adventure.
want to go back so bad. I made such a meal of saying I was going to go to some Six Flags sometime on my birthday. I just didn't do it. But
It's too hard to do anything.
I know. But I want to go on a roller coaster. And you know,
we should go. We should. I'm sorry to say. I never thought I'd say this, but we should go to Disney.
I would love to go to Disney.
We should go with Stephanie, my Disney friend.
I would love to stay in a Disney resort. I want to Disney
Resort.
Maybe that's where I'll do a writing retreat. And
Last resort. We go and try to repair our friendship by going to a Disney resort. Last resort.
I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go on a writing retreat at the Contemporary Hotel in Orlando, Florida. The Disney World Resort that's based on the future.
What were you asking me?
Okay, so you have a single serving Coca-Cola bottle.
I'm not going to finish it. Is that what you're asking?
No. I'm saying, are you drinking it from the bottle or are you pouring it in a glass?
Are you crazy?
I know.
I would never not drink it straight from the bottle.
I know. That's how I am, except
Same with especially if they give you a glass bottle.
Especially, though, I don't like those glass bottles because you can't suck on them hard enough. Do you know what I mean?
I can.
They don't bend.
You should try harder.
They don't bend your every limb. But I've been... Whatever. I just was in a situation recently where
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I gave someone a bottle and they
it.
kind of like, there was a moment, they were like, oh, like you could pour it in a glass. And I was like, oh, right, of course. That's what I typically do, of course.
At restaurants, they're always trying to get you to not experience the bottle.
Yeah.
It's too animalistic.
I hope I grow up soon.
No. I know. Like, when will I want to use a proper plate?
I know.
It drives my mom crazy. If I get takeout, I'm like, I'm going to eat out of the takeout container. Why would I dirty a plate
I know.
to clean it?
Did
She
you
goes,
ever-
It's a nicer experience.
Did you ever read that Miranda July book? The
On
last...
all fours?
No, the other, like longer ago.
Longer ago.
The Last Bad Man or something.
I didn't. Did you like it?
I didn't like it. But I'm sure but I think, of course,
I started, is it on all fours or all fours?
I think it's just all fours.
I've read the first half and I'm really enjoying it, but I haven't finished it because I've been experiencing psychic pain.
Well, I purchased Intermezzo, but I haven't read it yet.
I've heard mixed results. I've heard the beginning's rough and then it gets good.
Yeah.
I love her though.
What's your favorite?
Okay. My favorite is Conversations with Friends.
Same exact.
And I don't really love normal people
Same exact. But you know what I always say? You're the only person who knows.
that likes Beautiful World.
Which I call the blue one.
I like the blue one. Maybe I read it at a time when I needed it, but I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
But Conversations with Friends was just like, we didn't know yet the treat we didn't know the Renaissance.
I know.
It was awesome. Look at the way I play with words. Look how nimble I am with my words. Wow.
So we're getting lunch with Amy.
I
after
can't
this.
wait to have Erewhon.
I know.
What do you think you're going to get?
I know exactly precisely to the T what I shall purchase and consume. I'm going to get that.
Following proper.
I am going to get
Milky cocoa. Put my milk
in your
cocoa puff.
For the Black Eyed Peas were not afraid to say whatever came into their minds.
They were like the band was an exercise in free association. It was like they were like an improv class.
They were taking ink blot tests and putting it to music.
Yes.
And putting it to music.
Rorschach music.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
They really weren't afraid. They were like, anything can be a word, and any word can
My
go.
London Bridge is falling down.
Any word.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's no two words that can't be sequential. Any word could come after the next, and it makes sense to us, and deal with it. That's what the Black Eyed Peas said.
That's art.
They said you're gonna know the girl's name, and you're gonna know one of the guys' name. You're not gonna know the other one's names. Don't worry about it.
And if you don't like us, where is the love?
And one thing you're not gonna do is know any of our personalities.
No, except for that clip of Fergie that always goes viral. She's like,
yes. I saw someone be that for Halloween.
Me too.
On
And I go,
Instagram.
I
It
like
was
it.
so, yeah.
And that was one of those moments where the internet won.
The internet literally wins almost constantly.
Well, TikTok is such a bomb. Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't go on that.
People are unbelievable. I have to stop because it's packing peanuts.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be creative.
But yeah, it's the last thing I need.
And Lamont says you have to show up. You can't wait for inspiration to strike. And I have not been showing up.
Yeah, I've not been showing up either.
I feel like you show up every day.
I've been showing up so poorly, but I'm gonna really show up, especially with
I can't believe my neck.
the returning to myself.
That'll be a huge task.
I'm really
I think you've
ready.
done a good job of it.
I know, but I've kept saying I'm returning to myself, but I haven't been really
Isn't that
returning
half
to
the battle?
myself. Yeah, but now,
Where is the love?
even today,
People living, people
even today,
dying.
look what I'm wearing.
You look good. What's wrong with that?
I'm
That's a
returning to
classic-
myself. It's classic myself.
You know, I was actually walking and I was like, wow, everyone in LA dresses like shit. And I was
Interesting.
like, Pat must feel so comfortable wearing what he wants here.
Oh,
Sorry, and of course, no
interesting.
offense.
I will.
Not you guys. You know what I'm talking about? You go, I'm sorry, you go somewhere and everyone's wearing leggings and it's like, you don't
Yeah.
even care.
You
You have no self-respect.
You know, I love athleisure.
So do I.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place.
Yeah,
And as I continue to enter wholeheartedly into my 30s,
yeah.
the places become
As
few
you
and far
continue to
between.
enter into your 30s, at the
I
age of,
feel like I just turned 30 emotionally, even
Yeah.
though I am 33.
it's so
double
interesting that you're 33 because I remember when I was 33.
I remember when you were 30.
I remember when I was 30.
Where is the love?
People killing, people dying, people hurting.
Okay, this is actually a
People crying.
post-election
I know.
anthem.
If you practice what you preach, you can turn
Turn
the other cheek.
Father,
Father,
help us.
It's one of those songs you don't realize you know every word to.
Because that was when the radio.
I know.
On the radio. Uh-oh. What a great song.
What's in that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've become, and I
I like
actually,
the texture of it. It seems soothing.
I'll get you something that's texture.
Everything I get gets ruined. I can't have nice things.
Your oh,
I know.
ouch.
I know.
I have such a bad crick. It hurts so bad.
Really? Do you think it's from the spa?
No, it's like it's like the second I relax. Listeners, tell me if you can help with this. The second I relax, I woke up this morning. I literally just went like this, and I could hear a crack, and all my muscles just went. They locked back into like their formation of being like really pained.
Yeah.
I think I need to strengthen my back muscles.
I wonder if a massage would help me post crash or make things worse.
Post crash.
The crash I got into. Like, I mean, because
How are you
everything's.
feeling about it?
I mean, I'm still like in weird pain all the time. But I wonder if I wonder if a massage could work things out. Because actually, when I stretch,
like-
it feels better.
I feel
when
like
I do this,
the right
it goes, when I do this, it feels
I
better.
feel like you should
Make
go to,
it
like-
worse. Or producer system makes it worse.
I feel like you'd have to see like a medical massage.
Yeah. Well, you just said B-Spot's medical. Or you said B-Spot's medical.
No, not for massage.
Yeah. I had sex with a masseuse once.
So lucky.
I know. I know.
It's your privilege.
And then I texted him after and said, "But do you want to hang out again?" And he didn't respond. And now I think he goes to my gym.
Would you recognize him?
It depends. If the person who's at the gym is him, then yes, I would recognize him. If that person's not him, then evidently I wouldn't recognize him.
That makes a lot of sense.
Do you have aphasia? I do.
I love that song.
What is it?
The song by Pine Grove. So satisfied, I said a lot of things tonight.
I have a...
So long aphasia and the way you said it like. You know that song?
I don't know that. Who is it?
Pine Grove is a band.
I don't know that.
Okay, I know there's something spiritually and mentally wrong with me because there are people walking this earth that
Yeah.
I've had sex with
Yeah.
who I would never recognize
Totally.
in a million years. That's how you know I have an alcohol problem. You have a self-love problem and a confidence problem.
And a vision problem.
I actually I don't really drink a lot anymore.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think of you as drinking a lot.
I used to drink
Really? Did you? I never think of you as having drank a lot. Maybe
one time this girl, and I will name her Virginia.
Oh, that's my mom's name. You my mom?
It was like in high school. She was like, whenever I see you, you're like really fucked up.
Really?
And it really hurt my feelings. But
Yeah, of course. It's the worst thing to hear. People say that to me all the time.
And it's like, yeah, because I'm in pain.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, why do you think I'm fucked up? Because I don't like how I feel.
Yeah.
I guess I just mean like, well, I feel like early 20s when I was like dating, I would drink a lot. And
Yeah.
then like during the pandemic, I would drink like a bottle of, when I was in a really dark place, I would drink like a bottle of wine a day.
Yeah. And you know what I'm just thinking of now?
What?
You know who else is grandfathered in?
Who?
Even though we haven't had sex, is Joe from Muna's brother's boyfriend's twin.
You have a boyfriend.
He
You
got-
have a boyfriend.
He got in under the skin of his
Joe
teeth.
from Muna's brother's boyfriend's twin. Let's make sure. Joe from Muna's brother's boyfriend's twin is my friend Pat's boyfriend.
I'm gonna make a shirt, where it says "and" like this and this and this. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Joe from Muna and her brother and his boyfriend and his twin and Pat.
This one was coming out before
Oh, this is coming out before that?
Well, that's a good. Then it's a sneak peek.
Oh, yeah. Keep listening to hear what we're talking about.
And if you want to know what the fuck, if you want to know this explosive information about Pat having a new boyfriend, then listen to our episode with Muna. Parts 1 is going to be on the Seek Treatment feed, and Part 2 will be on the Gayotic feed. Is that
It's
right?
so funny how I don't know what's going on because I didn't know this was coming out before the moon.
Ow!
Oh, yeah.
Where is the love?
People hurt.
It's when I go like this. I had a masseuse tell me, she's like, I can't believe why are we on video?
I know. But so I want to go to Carhartt.
Cool.
I know I've been saying that for like upwards
What are
of
you going to
19
get? Like a jacket?
No, like I love this hoodie, which is
That's Carhartt?
Hacks,
but it's
Hacks by Carhartt. This is our season 3 wrap gift.
I always every time I've gotten like merch for a few shows that I've done like one scene in, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm not allowed to wear the merch because it's like I'm like, well, you wouldn't remember me.
Girl, I'm walking around in my Z-Way sweatpants nonstop.
Isn't it crazy? I saw her show in Copenhagen this
It's
summer.
so funny.
It was really like a beautiful. I was like, how did we get here, girl?
I know.
It was so fun, and we had that. Shout out to the most amazing drag queens in Copenhagen who showed us around.
I did have a thought on my walk here today that I was like, I must go back to Europe because I don't know what made me think of it, but I just was like, I remember because when we went to London, it was my only time going to Europe.
I know.
And I remember being so struck by how different it felt to be outside of the country.
Yeah.
And I need that feeling again because I'm getting so old to have not know that feeling.
Of something new and off.
Just to not have been outside this country.
Do you remember that in 2017 I was knocked off my axis by a drummer?
You were knocked off
I was
what?
knocked off my emotional axis.
By your oh, of course I remember. No, I'm thinking of your guitar teacher.
Different. I was in a relationship and I met this drummer who knocked me off my axis.
Do you think people break up with people for other people?
Yes. Oh, do you not? Oh, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think like when I broke up with my ex, I was telling myself it was for me, but obviously I was like, it's because I'm gonna date Brian.
Totally.
But then Brian is so wise that he felt that energy.
Yeah.
He did me dirty, broke up with me.
I remember that.
And then I was left high and dry and had to cry on the floor of my apartment.
Yeah.
Shout out apartment 5.
And you stood by the cliffside screaming, "Give me a reason." Your hopeless, shameless love is the only hoax I believe in. Your
That
hopeless
song
love.
is-
I know. Stood by the cliff. That's how I was after the election. Stood by the cliffside screaming, "Give me a reason."
We just harmonized
Did we?
a little bit.
I didn't even mean to.
Your faithless
I
love.
was just
your
doing
foot-
slightly the wrong note, and you were doing the right notes. That's harmony.
I love it. Your faithless love.
A faithless love.
Your
Your faithless love.
The
A
only
smoking gun.
hope I
And
believe in.
then
You know who's making me-
This has broken me down.
There's a version. We have to shout out our absolute family member, Gracie Abrams, who's by the
Yes.
way going mega viral.
With her,
Sorry, she had
yes.
text. Mega viral right now.
And that was the song that was
I'm
on
gonna read
for my.
your mind.
That was the song that was on for my crash this time.
Are you
That's why
kidding
I'm
me?
bonded to GA for life.
Oh wait, that's awful.
I know.
Ooh.
I know. Because me and my Gen Z sisters could, of course, bond over our love of Gracie
Oh my god, I'm glad you survived.
in her final moments.
Stop, you survived. I'm so glad. You survived, comma, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
But there's a version of my favorite, I Love You, I'm Sorry. What's the version called? I was sobbing to it earlier. It's so good.
Do you know what I can't stop listening to is Rockland from her last album.
Listen to this. I Love You, I'm Sorry. Live from Vivo. Now, what does that mean?
I love when something's live from something you don't know what it is.
Live from
it's always
Vivo.
the best version when they go live
This
from something
intro.
random.
Oh my god. We should go and she plays MSG.
Yes, and my sister Grace.
Friday, December 13th.
Yes, I would do that.
Oh my god, let's go. We never would go to a concert.
And can we bring Grace, my sister?
I would love to bring Grace. Grace and Gracie. December 13th, let me just make sure. 2 Augusts ago.
2 August ago.
It makes me cry.
Wait, this is the one I can't stop listening to.
This is great. December 13th, Gracie, that'd be so fun.
I guess that's when I'll go for the holidays. And
Gracie,
I'll
if
be
you're
there
listening,
for
we're going to come see you. I
I'll be there for so long. Is there anything later than that?
think it's a one night.
Can Gracie?
What do you
can
have?
I just don't want to be there for that long.
Oh, because you're going for Christmas.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
better
This is my
be-
favorite right now from the last album. This is a long.
But Pat, you know what you should do is,
Say it over this.
Pat, if it's too long for you to be there, why don't you stay in my apartment while I'm away for Christmas? If you need a respite from your home,
That's a good idea.
if you just need a couple nights, you can stay at my place. I'm going to be gone probably from the 20th for like a week or two.
God. It's a pretty good idea. I guess I just I don't know. I was scared to be away for too long, but
Why are you guys talking?
what are you guys talking about?
I just don't know how long you're allowed to play a song.
Oh, because I want that to be a segment where we do monologues over Auckland. Gracie will let us.
She would let us.
I don't know.
Her team is like
was-
absolutely
Absolutely
never
not.
talk to us again. Her
Gracie,
team sent us a full cease and desist.
Gracie, if you're listening, can you let us?
Can you let us monologue over your song, Gracie?
Maybe. When are you leaving? Because part of the snafu is that I would be like, oh gosh, I don't want to stay in a hotel for so long.
Ooh, that just thinking he's so good. So fucking good. I don't know yet. But
Okay.
We'll keep in touch.
We'll
Obviously.
definitely keep in touch.
We'll keep in touch for
It's
obvious reasons.
it's almost the 1 year anniversary of Denver Snarfs.
Oh my god.
It's almost the 1 year anniversary of when Snarfs came into our life.
That was like such a dark time. So like
It was dark time for me, remember?
yeah. Actually, it's so funny. I was looking at like photos of you for your birthday, and it was like I completely forgot you came to Breckenridge. Like the photo of you and Brian at that restaurant, there's no light in your eyes.
I know. Oh my god, that restaurant. Oh my god, me sitting at the table with your dad, not at the restaurant, like at like the house, and him being like,
I'm like, what are you sad about? I feel like those shows were so fun. But remember, I came into your room crying,
yes,
and you held me.
and that was a real world suite. We stayed in the real world suite.
It was an episode, but Snarfs was the light in the darkness, and the shows were actually so fun. It was just emotionally we were struggling.
And that's when I was having that effect with those brothers. What's the effect called where you see something once, you see it everywhere?
Bite or mine off, I think it's called.
I was having that with the comedians, the Sklar brothers.
You kept seeing them everywhere. And then they were like, yeah, then their name was like right on
in the place we were
wall in
staying.
the loft. But it was just such a crazy experience to walk into that 1 year. That feels like longer than 1 year ago.
Oh, to me, it feels like shorter.
Oh, and isn't that funny?
I know, but I'm older, so more time feels like less
Wait.
because it's less of a chunk of my life. Because my life is bigger.
You have a bigger life than me.
I have a longer life than you.
Maybe mine's more expansive.
I wonder who will live longer. Not like who will die first, but who will live long to a greater age. Because
Oh my God.
because once I die, you still have to live 3 more years to beat me. You should go into hiding after I die to win.
To make sure.
Yeah.
So when we get to heaven, which is real, shout out to heaven.
Yeah.
But I can be like, I can go nana nana boo boo, nani nani boo boo.
And I'll be up in heaven, like looking at my clock, being like, come on. Someone's got to get her. Someone made such an interesting move on Survivor last night.
Oh, what happened?
Do you guys watch? Tell me if you think this is your read of the situation.
Did you watch last night? Okay.
There's a girl that I'm beginning to quite like called Rachel, and she has a hidden immunity.
Send me
idol.
to me, Rachel. Do you know that sound?
No.
It's an amazing TikTok sound, and that's there's two kinds of people in the world you see.
Yeah.
People who know that and people who don't.
I don't know that. I'm in that camp.
Well, it's important to have two different kinds of people on a podcast.
Yeah, it wouldn't work if two. It's
We're
like
not
Rock and
similar.
Star. It's
We're not
Rock and Star.
Yeah, Rock and Star. You either know Send Me to Me, Rachel, or you don't.
The girlies I'm linking are Rachel and Genevieve.
They're the smartest
I
ones.
Yeah.
love the name
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
And then
is
there's
my
something
window
that's like interesting to me about Caroline, where I'm like, she's not of this world in this time. She's like not.
She feels like AI. Like she's
not
like
a bad
studying
player.
human.
Yeah.
Wait, I told Eric Gerson that we thought his daughter has an amazing name,
What is it again?
Gwen Gerson.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you remember that."
Oh god, I can't.
August ago.
Isn't that song so good, Rockland?
Yeah, everything she does is amazing.
Bet you. Am I allowed to sing it, Gracie? Bet you. Wish you
like
never even met me. Dun, dun.
What was the move that you can't stop?
So the move I can't stop thinking about is this girl thought she was in trouble, perhaps.
Oh my god, this actually feels good. Am I allowed to press on this because it's rubbing my back?
And she had a hidden immunity idol that she could play, and she instead played this thing called the shot in the dark, which is like a very rare chance that it'll save you, and you only have one for the game. And so she thought she was in trouble, so she played her shot in the dark instead of her idol, which was sort of like, why would you do that? And I guess my read of it is she wanted to gauge other people's reactions when she played the shot in the dark, so she didn't use her idol if she didn't have to. And then she played it, and then she, I guess, gauged their reactions, didn't play her idol, and then she did not get voted off. So it's like, that was so smart. No one's ever done that before.
Wow.
Yeah, she wanted to see
innovate.
their reaction.
That's what you think it was, right?
To innovate in so many seasons is really impressive.
I know. And I hate
what are you going to get at Erewhon?
Oh, I'm going to get the poke.
Oh, cool. Do they make it there? Or is it like a pre-made bowl?
It's like in the it's at the bar. So I guess they
Cool.
probably make it there.
I had the most amazing dinner.
Really?
We went to a place called New Moon for Chinese food.
Oh, we don't want to go to back to is night.
Unbelievable stuff. Have you been? Where is it?
Maybe where we'll go is night market with Claudia.
So good. Oh wait, when are we gonna get dinner with
I
Claudia?
know. When can you? So she's going to with Mitch, the doughboy. They're going to Quarter Sheets tonight, which is so good, and they've invited us. I'm like, I just like haven't written at all this week, and I'm like,
I didn't even get the invite. But
no.
it's okay because I'm going, I'm going to San Francisco tonight.
Oh no, I didn't know that, and you
But-
are invited.
That's nice of you. Thank you.
Well, no, just I'm the one who invited you.
You're, what?
Claudia's like, do you guys want to come to Quarter Sheets?
That would sound so good.
It's the best. It's the best pizza in the world.
What shape?
It's square,
Okay.
but like
I'm rubbing my back.
it's not like pizza in the way you think about pizza.
Interesting. What are the flavors? What's the flavor profile?
There's always like a pesto in the mix. There's always like a vodka in the mix, and it's very rich, and you feel
sounds so
quite
good.
full in a way that's kind of catastrophic, but like it's so good that you don't even care.
Well, Brian's niece's birthday is tomorrow,
In
and
San Francisco, she's having her party.
she's flying to San Francisco for party. His sister lives in San Francisco, and so does Charlie lives in San Francisco. now.
Right.
My brother just moved there, so I'm gonna go tonight, stay at his place, and then tomorrow go to her birthday, and then come back on Sunday.
Okay.
I don't really. No, I'm excited to go, but I'm really happy because I'm flying from Burbank, which changes everything,
Yeah.
and you know that.
Well, maybe we'll go to night market next week with Claudia. What nights are you free next week?
I'll have to look, but I can't wait. Are you excited for my party?
I am. When is it? Thursday?
Yeah, I'm nervous no one's gonna come.
People will go.
Okay. No one RSVPs. No one respects me.
RSVPs. I didn't even RSVP. I can.
I know I put you on the list.
Of course.
How lucky are you to get on
Yeah.
the fucking list? Thank you so much. No, it's gonna be cute. I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet, but I'm gonna like sing.
Where is it again?
No Vacancy.
Where's that?
I don't know, but I went like 7 years ago with a guy
No Vacancy with a
who
guy.
fingered me on Thanksgiving.
Really?
Kinda cool.
At the table. Like,
It was kind of like close to the table.
wait,
I
was it like a Friendsgiving? Is it your
yes,
cousin?
yes. I should have clarified. It was a Friendsgiving.
It was close to the table.
It was like in another room.
Oh, so it's in Hollywood, is it? Love.
Is it love? I don't really know. Oh my god, my PC's out. Do you know that I've been physically horny today? Not emotionally, physically.
Oh, I just got a text that I'm glad I got.
You're sick.
I know.
You're sick. I saw someone commented being like, "It's a shame."
It's
They're like, "It's a shame they don't let us know about anything they're talking about on the podcast anymore."
Oh, what do you want? My life is so much worse for the amount that I let you know.
For the what?
For the amount. Nothing I've ever said on this podcast have I gone unpunished for. So y'all get a lot.
I'm loving.
Bet you, wish you. I get sued by Gracie. Never even. I get a DM from Gracie right now. See you in court. I know what you just did.
Do you know that I'm going
Gracie
on
will have her day in court against me, and then Ryan Murphy will make the miniseries about it. And I will be played.
and I'll play someone's aunt
Yeah.
or like the job. But my only
You'll also be a character in it, but you're not playing yourself. You're playing Gracie's aunt.
yeah, I'm acting in it. My only Ryan Murphy audition ever was I auditioned to be like someone's dog walker, and I was like, yeah, I saw him.
Oh,
It was
that's
kind of like
good.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but
So did you see Honora?
haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Can't wait. Everyone's really gagged.
Well,
Let me guess, you don't love it that much.
No, I really liked it. This is nothing.
I think we have talked about it.
Did we talk about it? Okay.
Wow.
Someone just there's a red light on my chest. Someone's about to shoot me. I felt the dialect coaching is what I keep
Interesting.
saying.
2 Augusts ago. What was I going to say to you before Nora?
Yeah.
Or
We were talking about, I was saying, bet you never. Oh, you were saying fingered at Thanksgiving by your cousin.
No, it wasn't my cousin.
Okay.
It was someone who I've seen in many cities since. Isn't that beautiful?
Who is it?
This person?
Do I know them?
It was this person that I had a thing with when I was literally like 20 years old,
Yeah.
and then have come across in years later as like a friend.
Do you think love comes in any shape and form? Or do you think it has to be do you think
Yeah.
you'll be hard pressed to answer this as someone in a relationship, but it's like,
Don't talk down to me again.
do you think the constraints of a relationship are man-made or if that's our natural state?
I think it's man-made.
Really? So do you think
Oh yeah, or Thornton Wilder, were people meant to live 2 by 2?
kind of what, and you'll hear Katie from Una say this, like, are we just meant to just fall in love over again with different people all the time and fall out of love, and like that's supposed to be how it is? Or are we supposed to have someone? I could see both schools of thought.
Both schools are schooling.
Yeah. And luckily I have 1 year to figure this out.
Why?
Because I'm celibate for a year, except for anyone I'm already having sex with, and Joe from Muna's brothers boyfriend's twin.
I think it's man-made because like so many good things about a relationship are about they're like convenient for modern life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so nice to like have someone I live with who can like help me with the house.
I know, but
you know what I mean?
I know, but then I get scared
Or,
about
like
living
someone to
with
bring to a party, or like someone to like that. But nothing's real.
I get scared about living with someone because like or spending too much time with one person because I'm like, what if I start annoying them?
Oh, but look, you never annoy me except for this morning.
I know, I did quite annoy you this morning.
It was more about as is always the case.
Yeah.
It was more about me than you.
Of course.
I was like, damn, I'm not funny anymore.
I'm not funny anymore at all. Like,
That's not
full
true.
stop. Like,
I met a woman
seriously, like,
yesterday
full
who said
stop,
she's.
period, point blank.
Do you know
period.
this? Do you know
What?
that the Obamas were at a show you did in a backyard?
I do know that.
Okay, because someone told me that
Who told
yesterday.
you? Who was
Someone I
it?
had a coffee with yesterday was like, I was at this backyard show, and Pat killed, and then he left before seeing the Obama's children.
Yes. No, I think I did see an Obama child
She's like 26.
on the line for the bathroom at that show.
On the line. I'll never ever get that right. I always
And-
say in line.
Oh, no, inline is correct. And you know who's passionate?
No, it's incorrect.
But you know who's passionate about it? And so it makes me think it's a Texas thing, is Aaron Jackson.
Says it's in line.
His is inline, and he hates when people say online because he's like, that means like online, like on the computer.
No.
I do think it's regional.
It is regional.
And I didn't know. Of course, you don't expect to see an Obama child in the wild.
Child in the wild.
Obama child in the wild. My new track.
Yeah, hit it.
So I.
Oh, by the way, my album drops. My album dropped. Keep that in. My album dropped. If you even care.
But guess when that show was? 2 Augusts ago. So
You
probably the
August
Obama.
ago. It was Gracie.
So the sisters probably don't even remember me.
How could they ever forget
If the
you?
Obama sisters remember me from that backyard show, can they like show some sign of support?
We need them on the pod. We need them on the pod. They could be so helpful.
Okay, I have a question. If the Obama sisters remember me from a backyard show 2 Augusts ago, can you show some sign of support?
Some sign of life. I would love to have them on the pod.
Yes.
I would love to go to Quarter Sheets with them.
Yes. Oh, I want you to go to Quarter Sheets.
Well, I didn't have enough advance.
Well, I just found out. It was like,
I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I ultimately have plans
yeah.
to be on a plane.
Yeah.
You're on a
But
plane.
Night Market's so good too.
Going. I love Night Market. I've been there.
Oh, well,
before.
yeah. Okay. Well, where do you want to go?
I would prefer Night Market to pizza, actually.
Really?
It's just really special to me.
Yeah.
I love food. You know,
I went there with George when he was in town.
Well, that's what I was going to say is I'm doing Stradio Lab today. I guess they're here.
Oh, okay. George is here?
I guess. I believe that's what I've been
These
told.
people that you think are friends.
He must have just gotten in.
Yeah.
You know, I took my mom for her birthday to the restaurant where they got married.
Really?
It was
Where's
really
that?
good. Where we went.
But
Sorry, where George got married, not where my parents got married.
oh.
Actually, we did walk by. You know, it's so crazy about life.
Because your parents met in New York.
Well, here's what's so crazy. We actually had dinner last weekend with the woman who introduced them.
Oh, wow.
And she said she introduced them because they both had a positive outlook on life and they both loved life.
Aw.
What?
I'm even kidding. I thought you were making fun of me.
I'm not. I only make fun of myself.
Me too.
And
George.
sorry, we walked by.
I'm going to text George right now and say, are you in LA? You're caught.
He lies.
Yeah, he's like, wait. He's like, no, I'm in Alaska.
I'm in Alaska, of course. We walked by the place where my parents had their first date, and it's literally like 2 minutes from where I live now. Isn't that amazing?
That is so amazing. I have to move back to New York.
We
Like,
miss
enough's
you.
enough. But in 2 more years, I'll be 38.
Great time.
Girl, you got to watch Phyllis.
I know, I've never watched.
So, yeah, so you...
I feel like it'll make me sad that I'm not that age anymore.
It doesn't make you sad you're not that age anymore, but it makes you sad that we've missed all the fun, which is when there wasn't phones.
Yeah.
Like, we've missed it. It's over.
But we had some of it. We're very lucky.
They were living a real life.
Yeah.
In Felicity, they were living real life. Scott Speedman in Felicity is the hottest,
Delicious. Divine.
the most
need to look him
delicious,
up.
the most delicious being there ever was.
Pokeball. What kind?
So I'm so glad you asked.
You're
So they have
welcome.
2 bowls. One is like plain poke and one is spicy poke, and I never know which I'm gonna opt for until I hear it come out of my mouth.
Oh my god, it's like you don't know who you're gonna choose on The Bachelor.
But you know,
Love Island.
here's what we're not gonna do
Hmm.
is not get buffalo cauliflower.
Of course, we're getting buff. Call.
It's like the best thing that's ever been invented.
I don't know if I've even
Erewhon's.
had it. I can't wait to try it with you.
These are the best. These are when Erewhon stepped into their own and said, "We are here. We don't care what anyone says about us. We're doing it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be plain, but you're gonna love it."
yeah.
They did. It's their buffalo chicken. Their buffalo cauliflower.
Okay.
It's their bacon breakfast burrito,
Yeah, I've had that. It's good.
and it's something they have called the mad chip cookie.
Mad chip.
So they have a
Oh,
I call-
English.
So I call it the mad line. They have these things where it's like I don't understand what they mean by this, but they have a mad. There's one of their wraps they have is called the mad wrap.
Yeah, I've actually had that and it's not very good.
It's like whatever, and then there's also a mad salad, and then they also have the mad chip cookie. So I don't know
Mad
who
salad.
I don't know who at Erewhon spearheaded the mad line, and I don't know what they're after, but the
Fall
cook
2024.
because they also have bad cookies. Like they have bad cookies. They're like we offer these bad ones, or
The mad ones.
you could have one, or we could welcome you into the mad line.
I'm so traumatized by last winter when I bought like keto biscuits and then like ate them and felt so physically ill.
I know someone who purchased keto cupcakes and brought them to something, and they were just about some of the worst things I ever tasted.
What did you ask me? Oh, you didn't.
What are
ask
you gonna
me.
get, everyone?
I'm not sure, but I want to share that I really, really adore
Okay.
their kelp lo mein.
Well, I was going to say, is that when I saw you, the magic noodles they call them or something?
Yeah, this is just the kelp lo mein.
Don't ever take that tone with me again, sweetheart.
It's so good to see you. I'm so happy you're doing well in LA. Are you still writing for Hacks? I love that show.
I'm so glad it doesn't hurt to laugh anymore.
Oh, me too.
That was my mom's big joke afterwards. Like, he's a comedian and can't even laugh.
Oh my god.
I know.
She must have been so worried.
I do feel good because SC sent us a wonderful, SC the company sent us wonderful nail polishes.
I know they're beautiful nail polishes.
And because I'm not being quite as gender fucked right now as I was during what I call the Doritos commercial era, I had them. I gave them to my mother and sisters, and they really lavished on quite a bit of nail polishes. I sent 2.
Yeah, no, it's like for a girl to get that,
Emily, my youngest sister,
it's such a good gift.
She texted and was like, "How are you getting all these nail polishes?"
So sweet.
know.
No, it's like it will never not be amazing to get free stuff.
Yeah,
It feels amazing.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, universe.
And Carhartt, are you listening? Because for no reason, I've decided you're the brand that needs to send me free things.
It's so mass.
Yeah.
So
Someone wants me to get I'll name check Charlotte because she listens. Is like adamant that I get worker pants like Dickies. Like
that'd be hot, so hot on you.
really. Okay, you're in.
Team Charlotte.
And she accused my other pants.
If
I
she
brought
listens, what does she think about me?
she loves you.
Oh, but she never invites me to that restaurant.
We should go to Horses with Charlotte.
Is it back?
It's back enough. Like it's back enough where it's like I love the food there, but it's not like obviously as hard as it once was to get a
But
reservation.
can I say, didn't they also do that restaurant called Frog Club?
I have no idea about that.
Let me look it up because this restaurant.
But Charlotte has a
is so
new
bad.
restaurant now that she's
me
working
look it up.
for.
Acrasia is on my phone. Acrasia. I feel like I don't know how to say that and I feel stupid. I should
Because
ask George because he's Greek.
You know, I brought Alex Mill pants while I was in New York, and Charlotte said they're too starchy.
Alex Mill reached out to me.
Okay,
They want to send us stuff. But
Oh.
then I gave them my email and they haven't emailed.
I love my pants from them, even though they're.
Don't you hate when someone's like, I'll email you and then you actually don't get it? I'm like, they must have sent it to a different email. A lot of my mail goes to Catherine.Cohen, which isn't my email,
Mm-hmm, and for me, I just don't read a lot of my email.
which is someone else's fault.
Maybe I'll get those. Maybe I'll get those magic noodles from Erewhon as well.
We're going to have such a feast. Now, is this where I was thinking? A chef of LA's Horses opens Frog Club in New York. I feel bad saying this, but I was really just.
Oh yeah, people keep talking about Frog Club. Like there was a secret burger you couldn't take pictures of, but then everyone I've talked to is like, it's not that good.
It's
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
bad.
even well, you know, when I was in New York, I had the honor and privilege of speaking of George, my new enemy.
Oh, you got to go out with them, with the team.
Because did you know that Matthew has to go to 5 restaurants a night?
A night?
No, sorry, a week.
Okay.
He's going to 5 restaurants a week.
I didn't know because I've had the privilege of being asked like once or twice, but I haven't been able to go yet. And it's like, it was weighing on me heavily. I have to go.
And but he doesn't review everyone. He only reviews, I guess, the ones that are either really good or really bad.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But isn't it so New York to be at a restaurant with a food critic?
It's literally the Sex and the City American dream
Oh,
to be like,
yes.
my friend's a food critic.
Yeah. So I have to go.
I have to
Remember
go. We're getting
Julia?
at the best table in the house.
That was one of the best decisions, one of the best creative decisions that's probably ever been made, is probably when they made Julia Roberts' character a food critic in My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh my God.
It didn't come into play at all. Except
Remake
for in the beginning.
when?
I know.
Remake when?
You know I wrote a gay version of it.
I would love to read it and make it.
Oh, I'm embarrassed of it now, of course.
Of course, of course, of course. Okay, so do you feel hot today?
Do I feel hot today? Well, we had the big snafu about my hair, or kind of our second snafu in 2 days' time. And so, but
For
in my
those not watching the video component, my eyes are rolling.
I think part of my returning to myself will be not caring as much about my hair. I don't feel hot just because I feel groggy, and it's not easy to feel hot when you feel groggy.
I would agree. I do feel hot today because my hair is clean. I'm dressed like a flight attendant. I'm wearing a pair of boots that fit so amazing and look amazing. And I'm wearing my amazing sweater from Paige Denim. Shout out again and thank you to Paige Denim.
Yeah.
And do you have a crush of the week?
Oh God, I guess my crush of the week will be something called Rachel for making that move at Tribal Council last night on Survivor. And also, that's it. And I was so glad that girl went home. Mean. Whatever. Yeah, but actually, I don't care about her. I don't care. I know she's listening. She's just playing the game. But I don't like when. But she did say some things in the confessionals that were mean to that bi guy.
Who's the bad guy?
Andy's bi. He said it in episode 1, and I never forgot it. It's
You
never
how
come
could you
up
ever
again.
forget? So you can,
If you're gonna mention on Survivor that you're bi,
Your
one
bi-ness?
time I will go. He said to John Lovett in like an effort to connect, he was like, "I'm bi," and John Lovett was like, "I'm gay." I know.
damn.
I did see a funny tweet that was like something about like when Andy was talking this kind of big game, and someone tweeted and was like, "Andy, you cried over coconut. Sit down." But it was funny. He cried because no one cheered for him when he broke a coconut, but people cheered for John Lovett. We had to have John on.
I would love that. I had so much fun doing his show. When
Yeah.
was that? It was a long time ago. My crush of the week is the amazing woman Amelia who scrubbed my skin off within an inch of my life at We Spa. So sorry, you get there and then there's the all women, all men floor and you get completely naked and they put you on this like plastic table and then they take this like scrubbing brush and they scrub the shit out of your skin and you see your skin falling off in front of you. Then they throw buckets of water on top of you to rinse it off.
Oh my
and
God.
It's animal. It's literally like being treated like an animal.
I hate that.
You're slipping out. Your bare ass is like slipping and sliding on the
I
table. They're
wouldn't
having
like
to.
that.
These women are stabilizing you. They're holding you. They
Oh my
flip you. They
God.
flip you over.
I don't like that.
And they rub you. And then they scrub you even more. And they rub you in oil.
This is
then
something
they
I can't
wash-
stand.
They rub you in oil. They give you an amazing massage. Then they wash and condition your hair while you're laying on a table and they're throwing buckets of water. Either you're getting a scalp scrub. You literally you're so relaxed. You're seeing God's eyes, mouth, and nose because you're so relaxed.
You're seeing God's head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head, shoulders, and eyes, and ears, and mouth. But you know what people forget about? And eyes, and ears, and mouth, and nose.
Oh my God, my brother's baby started going to like daycare, but she's like 5 months. My brother's baby started going to rehab, but she's 5 months. My brother's baby started going to rehab. My brother's baby started going
Start 'em young.
started going to daycare when she's 5 months. And there's something that's just so funny to me about thinking of her just like out having her day.
Yeah.
There's just something about like babies being like out that's
No, same
so
with like
funny.
yeah, like Brian's niece having her birthday party in San Francisco.
Yes, exactly. And they'll send pictures sometimes, but like I just noticed like they label the baby's butts, so they'll make a name tag that
Butts?
like on their onesie. It's like the name tag will go there. So it's just so funny that she's like literally a human being, but she doesn't even know. It's like her name is she doesn't even know her name, and then it's on her. It's like on this name tag on her butt.
And it means
it's just funny to me.
What is and would a rose by any other name not smell as sweet? By the way, Eleanor. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I think Gracie should cover head, shoulders, knees, and toes. At Live at Vivo.
Yeah.
Head,
I wonder if we'll go to that.
shoulders. What?
I wonder if we'll go to that.
Open your mind.
I know.
Open your wallet and book a hotel.
I know.
Knees and toes, knees and
And
toes
eyes.
and eyes. And what a great build. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Shoulders, knees and toes. My
Wow,
album has
that's really
dropped.
good.
My debut album has dropped.
That was really good.
Courtesy of Elektra Records. It's now streaming on Spotify. There's a bunch of new tracks y'all haven't heard. So wake up, get over it, whatever it is, and move forward.
Yeah.
I want to say, are you mad at me?
No, are you mad at me?
No.
Okay. Do you
Are you guys mad at
You do.
us?
Are you guys mad at us for like in any way?
For like, do we say anything?
Let us know in any way that you feel most comfortable spouting your hate towards us. Please, like, get it out of your system.
I don't check the Reddit. I don't check the Reddit. I don't check the reviews. But people have found a way to connect with me, which is by DMing me directly to say something rude. And I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that because I don't check the Reddit or the reviews. It's nice to know that people can still find a way to spew hate at me for making a free podcast which is a comedy podcast about joking with a friend. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
Give yourself a big hug. Go get a scrub at We Spa from Amelia or whoever's available.
Yeah.
And love and light.
And when a heart breaks, recent studies show that when a heart breaks, it actually doesn't tend to break even.
And I know y'all are feeling uneven right now because it's a trying time.
Yeah.
But soon, maybe your heart will be the first one.
You break even.
And know that no matter what you're going through, there's 30 people who are with you.
Yes. Okay, goodbye.
If you're boring as fuck, seek treatment. If you're unlucky in love, seek treatment. If you just can't take a hint, well, seek treatment. With Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.